Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend. I don't even have the chat pulled up yet. Hold up. Tweet this bad boy in live. SPY, QQQ, SPX, Amazon, Tesla. Alrighty. Boom. All right. We good. Let's rock. Buenos dias, mi amigos y amigas. All right, who we got? HD, Jersey, Don, John, Scott, Joseph, George. I'm just gonna say George, David again, or a different David, another David, 3 Davids in a row. Jeezy, Morrison, MAHESH, Ricky, Adrian, Kevin, Jim, Eric. Good morning, everybody. Yes, sir. Steelers won yesterday. Nothing's better than sitting in a room with people that all like the Ravens and the Steelers pull out the dub and you're the only Steelers fan in there. That's right, baby. What's up? All right, let's just hop right into this bad boy. Let's see economic news today. I know we didn't have anything planned before, but then they ended up planning stuff. So just a Fed speaker at 9 and then another Fed speaker at 12:50. I'm not too sure what they're going to be talking about. Maybe another website tells you, maybe some of you guys know. But Fed speaker at 9, Fed speaker 12:50. That's the only news we have today. Bond market is also closed. So we do got to keep in mind that today is a holiday. I'm not too sure how the market's going to trade, but only one way to find out. So as far as bounces on ES, we have this overnight low at 4,300, which is also that 50% retracement. As you can see, we did gap down based off of the news. Now, I don't know how the market is going to react. I already know some people are going to come in and ask, how is the market going to react based off of what's going on overseas? I have no clue if the market's just going to trade by itself and maybe continue up, or if the market's going to start pulling. Only thing I'm going to be watching is the technicals. That's it. So going to be looking for a bounce right here, and then a bounce down here at 42.86. If we start breaking above this 43.22.5, I'm looking for the gap fill up in 43.39.75. So that's going to be about, what, $1.70 on SPY, give or take. So break above here, look for the continuation, and then we can look for a reject right here. And then Friday's high, 43.58.5. Good morning. Financial juice. And then, we do have that daily 21 EMA there. Be interested if we possibly test that. And then, no good rejects until 4,400 after that. So that's everything I'm going to be watching on ES. Bounce down here, gap fill right there, possible reject here or here. And then after that, we got room until up at 4,400.75. Bingo. All right. So that's it for ES. Let's head on over to SPY. How's everybody else's weekend? Good, bad, relaxing? Let me know. All right. So we might have to use this misprint's about to mess everything up. There we go. All right, so SPY, the gap fill is going to be 427.61 up into 430, which could be a pretty nice reject. Then we have Friday's high. I'm pretty sure this chart's already marked up unless I accidentally deleted all my levels. Great. So let's do this again. Pivot low, pivot high. 425.40, 424.06. Look for the gap fill from here. Boom. And then if I'm going to look for a reject, we have another gap on SPY. Get rid of that 50. There we go. So, I mean, if we start breaking above this daily 21 EMA, I don't have any good rejects. And then after that, we had this gap from 436 to 438. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be interested in a reject today, it's probably going to be around 430. And then after that, ideally that 21 EMA, because we haven't tested it yet. So around like 432, 432.7. Oh, we're robbing market makers today, best believe. Like I said, October's personal. October is going to be all of our best months trading. It's already been a fantastic month. So we're going to continue to crush it. But that's everything on SPY. If we start breaking below 424, there's a good chance we come back down and we start testing this 420 to 420.5 level. So here's our support zone down there. But let's take a look at NQ and then we'll go to QQQ. I'll tell you what, it is freezing today. You guys see this? It's 43 degrees out. Literally went from summer to winter in like a week. Ridiculous. All right, clean this up a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do the 1 hour. Again, same thing. We have a gap on NQ there to there. We rejected off that 50% retracement, so I still want to watch that if we can get up there. Start pulling back more. Going to watch here for bounces. Make this orange so we know this is the gap fill. Boom, boom. And then I do know that we have a QQQ gap. Okay, so if we clear this 50% retracement, the only other level I like is this 15,286. So that's going to be our reject. Bounces down here, gap fill here. Take a look at QQQ. Yeah, I might have to put another sweatshirt on. It's pretty damn cold, I'll tell you that. All right, QQQ filled that gap, 366. Let's see how we reacted to this 50% retracement right there. Okay, so we have a gap fill going into that one, so we don't care about it. And go ahead and delete this. Friday's low to high. Bounce at 359.85 to 360, 358.40. Gap fill here to here. And then we have a look for reject 366.1 and then 368. Also going to watch this 365 to 365.25 for a gap fill. Or a reject at the gap fill. So, a few different rejects that we can watch today. It all really depends on the price action. All depends on the price action. Sounds like I need some chest hair. Okay. But yeah, here's bounces, rejects up here. That's yes, SPY, NQ, QQQ. Let's take a look at SPX. See where we're trading at there. I feel like 4308. Yeah, we're gonna open below that 4300. So if anything, watch 4300 for a possible reject as well. Cool. Well, that is everything for SPY, ES, SPX, QQQ, and NQ. So let's hop into some individuals, see what we're liking, what we're not liking, and go from there. Again, if you guys do want this watch list, make sure to run up them likes. We do have 240 people in here and only 53 likes. So if you guys want the free watch list, make sure you guys are running it up. All right, let's get this watch list. Boom, boom, boom. Apple, we'll start here. I do have a weekly watch list that we're going to flip through as well. But I mean, I feel like this gap down just took a lot of things towards the retracement that I would have watched anyway. But If you want to watch Apple, that's got a gap fill. AMD, I started my swing position, definitely looking to add down towards this 105. So maybe we can even look for a little trade here. But bounces way down there. Maybe put that on the list. We'll see. AMD. Yeah, you guys are crazy. Tank tops in 40-degree weather. Whew. ThinkorSwim. Amazon just sitting in consolidation. Boeing, don't care about. Baba. Coin. What do you mean I sound down? Absolutely not. Sometimes ego gets the best of people, Don. Sometimes. But hey, we're here to print. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Google. That actually doesn't look bad. I like this. Hold up. Pivot low. I like that 4 hour. This low to this high. There we go. 135.50, 134.9. Possible bounce there. And let's see. IWM don't care about. Mara don't care about. Meta. So this had a huge break on Friday. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get it. I still want to try to get the leaps. It's just I don't want to buy up here. I want this thing to come down towards that 3-day 21 EMA. Maybe I get it. Maybe I don't. But these daily squeezes and 3-day squeezes look really, really good on Meta. So I would continue to watch them. But huge breakout. Definitely a market mover right now. If it's going to pull back, I mean, I'd be interested down here at 308, maybe even 311, 1 hour 21 EMA after this huge break. So we'll see there. Or if the market gets some strength and we start filling some gaps, 313.68, 315.83. That's part of the weekly watch list. So I want to continue to keep that one on watch today. Microsoft. Already did the pullback, hit the rejects. Don't necessarily care about that. Netflix don't care about. NVDA don't care about. Let's see. PayPal don't care about. We looked at QQQ, Roku, sitting in consolidation, Shopify consolidation, Tesla consolidation. Whoops. There we go. I mean, if anything, it also kind of looks like Tesla's just in this little wedge right here. So, nothing for me on Tesla personally. So, through all those stocks, I like AMD, Google, and Meta as far as individual setups. And then, as far as swings this week, let's see. Watching RCL. That's the first one. Go to the weekly. I like this weekly time frame that we have. Again, we were watching it over here, just never gave an entry. Maybe we finally get one right here, bottomed out at that weekly 34 EMA. So I want to see if we can start breaking above this 93.15. If we can do that, I'm definitely interested in the swing with stop loss right below this low. Then we had AMD, Meta we looked at. PGR. Insurance stocks actually look really good. So if we go to the daily, I think we had a daily squeeze. Yeah. So looking for price to potentially come back down and retest this daily 21 EMA towards like 140. Get an entry, stop loss right below this low right here, and potentially get this thing to fill the gap all the way up into 147.75. So keeping that one on very close watch. And then VMware. So loving this daily squeeze as well. Would like to see us come back down and test it towards 166 to 165.50. We can do that. Interested in swing, targeting these highs over here. Also, this thing had a nice, I believe it was a monthly squeeze that fired up. So that's typically the reaction we'll see from monthly squeezes. Cool. But yeah, that's everything that I'm watching for swings. PGR, VMware, RCL. We're in the AMD one, looking to add to it potentially. So we'll see what the market gives. But again, if you guys want this watch list, make sure you guys are running on them likes. We have 150 people in here now, 73 likes. You guys know the drill. 200 likes and we get that watch list. We typically hit it every time. So don't be intimidated that we don't have 200 people yet. We'll get there. But that is the goal. We'll get it pinned in the comments. Narrow the list, see what we like. Come 8:30, finalize levels, and we'll be on our way. Likes for watch list. Alrighty. Let's do this. All right. What we like? We like AMD. Possible continuation out of this one. $106.44. I like that. As long as we can stay below 106.50 in the pre-market, I'm interested in this. But if I'm going to watch anything, it's going to be bounces down here. Ideally, wouldn't like to see us come down here because we're in the swing. But that could be a nice bounce level. We'll see. Google. $35.50 would be ideal. About $1 drop. Maybe Google. Meta, definitely. Definitely want to put this one on the watch list. A few bounces we can watch. Gap fill. So as far as right now, Meta by QQQ are definitely on the watch list. For sure. 100% those three. Head back on over to SPY. We'll finalize some levels. That's right, Don. That is right. Pivot low, pivot high, bingo. Gap fill, bingo. Cool. QQQ looks, or SPY looks good. QQQ looks good. Oh, I gotta sneeze. All right. Well, while we sit here and wait a little longer for AMD and Google, does anybody have any trading questions? Come 8:30, we'll see if we want to watch Google or AMD or neither. But in the meantime, we got 7 minutes. So if anybody's got questions, feel free to ask any stocks you want me to look at. And then 8:30, we'll figure out what we want to finalize the list with and call it a day. What we got? Somebody asked about Oracle. Good morning. Let's see. Oracle. Not any setup I would personally trade. Yeah, nothing I would be too interested in on Oracle. Trade live every day inside of Team Bull. Coca-Cola actually bounced off that 50% fib. I believe we talked about this on Friday as well. Pivot low, pivot high, 50% retracement. Saw a nice reaction off of it so far. So I personally took that and added to my long-term position on Coca-Cola. Long-term portfolio. If it dips below 51.74, next stop more than likely 48. And then if we get down there, I'm willing to do leaps. The only way to learn from me is going to be through the Team Bull Mastermind or through my books. Let's see. Again, I'm watching QQQ both ways. NVDA puts. We'll do HD first. See if there's anything on this. I mean, HD looks really overextended to the downside on the daily. I'd like to see a pushback up to the upside. Again, just not any technical setup that I would personally be interested in. So I personally wouldn't touch that. NVIDIA puts you asked about. Let's see. If I'm going to watch NVIDIA puts, it's going to be at 463.86. That would be the level I'm interested in. But it's got quite a ways to go. As far as today, I don't see a setup I'm in love with. Maybe if it broke below 445.75 with weakness, you could look for puts, but again, not super interested in that. We looked at Tesla, INTC. Kind of just stair-stepping its way up with this weekly time frame. Higher highs, higher lows. If anything, I'd be looking for a push into a higher high just based off of the trend. But it's also in this little wedge. So, not a setup I would personally trade. Again, doesn't look bad on the weekly. Exxon. How's oil doing? Wow, Exxon got clapped. If I'm gonna look for a bounce, it's gonna be at 100.3 to 100. It's got quite a ways to go until it gets there. Nice gap up on oil. I mean, that's too big of a gap up for me to even want to trade. But if it made its way back up here towards 112.75 to 114.63, I'd be interested in a reject. See what uranium's doing today. Nothing special. Alrighty. Let's see. AMD is based off the weekly time frame that we have setting up. So it actually broke above this weekly wedge. Go ahead and delete this. Make it clean. Broke above this weekly wedge. We got a nice weekly squeeze. Right there. Held above it. Ideally would like to see price come back and either test this trend line around like 106 or back down towards like this 105 area. Add to the position, get the weekly squeeze to fire up and potentially take us back up into these highs. But again, or not again, but we do have that news going on overseas, so we'll see how the market reacts based off of it. But that's ideally what I'm looking for in this. Plus, could be a potential higher low right here. So we got higher low here, potentially a higher low here, and we start making our way back up into a higher high. So that's what I'm looking for in AMD. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not even close to full size yet on this thing. So it's gotta confirm for me to add to this. And then let's see. When looking at a stock, what do you look at step by step and what do you use? Again, make sure to check out my book. I go through all of that. Both my books, I go through the entire step by step. So, if you guys did not know, your boy's got 2 books on Amazon. I'm going to drop the links to both of them real quick if you guys want to check them out, learn more about my strategies. Here's book number 1, The New Age of Technical Analysis. You can use that or get that using this link right here. And then the second book, The New Age of Day Trading, you can get using this link right here. Well, so make sure you guys check out both of those books. How am I determining the TTM squeeze? The indicator at the bottom. If we got red dots, that indicates where to squeeze. Alrighty. What time is it? 8:29. We got 30 seconds, and then we're gonna narrow this bad boy down. Somebody asked about TLT. Let's take a look at the bonds. Still, did it close below here? No, it did not. It still has not closed below this level. But, I mean, if anything, I feel like we're going to come up, see a test of that daily 21, and then potentially roll over from there. But, yeah, that's everything on the bonds for now. Honestly, not too much. Really hoping they wait on this gap fill. I personally think it is. I bought the TTM squeeze years ago. Years upon years ago. If you want to get it, I do have an affiliate link, though. Hold on. I'll drop that affiliate link. It's not like you don't need it to trade. I use it every day, personally. But if you want it, there you go. You can get it using that link right there. All right. 8:30. Let's narrow this bad boy down. So we want Meta for sure. Let's take a look at AMD and Google. See if they fit any criteria today. I mean, this is ideally where I would have looked for the bounce on AMD. So I just feel like if we pull back that far, it's not going to be worth it. So maybe nothing on AMD. I think this Google is worth a watch, though. All right. Google it is. Meta and Google. All righty. SPY. Start getting these bad boys typed out again. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. We got 200 people in here. And how many likes? 124 likes. If you guys want this watch list posted for free in the chat, you guys need 76 more likes. 200 likes equal free watch list. I know you guys can do it. Alrighty, so SPY. Good old SPY. 420 is still that big level. 420 to 420.04. Just gonna put this down to 420. Boom. Alright, SPY. At 425.4 and 424.06. I had other bounces on AMD, but they're way lower than that. So that would be ideal. Of 27.6. Alright, so there's SPY. Keep messing up my typing because my fingers are cold. All right, there's QQQ, Meta. Get that bad boy typed out. Three. And then we got Google. And I hope your SPY puts print. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, if you guys want this watch list, post it in the chat. 200 likes. Alrighty. But yeah, that's pretty much the watch list today. SPY, QQQ, Meta, Google. And again, that's my plan for the day. The market could just downtrend all day, for all I know. We could destroy these bounces. If price never confirms a bounce, then I'm not going to take it. We could just destroy through them, 4,300, 4,286, and then just downtrend for the day. If anything, I'll look for puts if that happens. But for the time being, I'm interested in gaps. I'm interested in bounces. And then if we start making our way up towards the gap, I like rejects there. So that is the plan for the day. We don't get it, we don't get it, and we move on. But how many likes are we at? We're getting close. We need, not so close. We need 60 more. So you guys got till 850 to hit that like goal. In the meantime, any questions you guys got, again, I'll start answering them until we get closer to 850, and then we'll call it a day and get ready to print inside of Team Bull. So what other trading questions you guys got for me? Anything at all? Doesn't even matter what it is. Oh, did cash not settle today either? Let's see. Did my cash settle? I used a decent amount of buying power on Friday. I don't know if the banks are closed today. I'm assuming they are because the bond market's closed. Yep. Got some cash that's not settled. I did not know that. All right. Well, keep that in mind. Cash did not settle today. Used a decent amount on Friday. That's okay. That is okay. Alrighty. What questions we got? Come on. I did on Friday. Looks like we got ES pulling back a little bit. Also, be careful of the Fed speakers. Again, I don't know exactly what they're talking about. 8 EMA and 21 EMA intraday. Those are the top two. Top two, in my opinion. Swing trading 21 and 34. Or 8 and 21, whichever one you prefer. 40 more likes. Banks are closed. It's a holiday. Of course, Don. Of course, of course. Take it easy, my man. No questions. We can sit here and sing Christmas carols if you guys want, if nobody's got questions. That's right. Pulling back a decent bit. Also, we could get liquidity below this 4,300. I would be interested in that. If we sweep those lows, we'll see. We already looked at ZB. It's going to be the bonds plus the bond market's closed today. Alrighty, let's post this inside of Team Bull. Will not settle today. I do not like funded accounts, and I will never, ever, 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 ever use one. You will never find me using one of those. Don't trust a single one. Will not settle today. All right. Posted that bad boy in the chat. Again, I said this earlier when I started the live stream. I knew somebody was going to ask. Any idea how the war is going to affect the market? I have zero clue. Absolutely no clue. So, best thing we can do, watch technicals, watch our levels of interest, look for confirming price action and volume, and take the trade. But I'm not going to take any trades just based off of what's happening overseas, or have any type of bias because of what's happening overseas. My favorite Christmas tune, honestly, I don't know if I have one. Not too sure. What do we have? We need 28 more likes. You guys are getting close. I mainly look at when I'm actually trading, I'm using a 5-minute, then a 10-minute or a 15-minute, and a 1-minute or 2-minute. You know, I only have one of my long-term portfolios on Robinhood. Other than that, I don't use it for anything else. Good morning, Lance. And if you guys are not already, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I do go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have over 800 videos on this channel teaching you guys on how to trade for completely free. So if you're not subscribed, not tuning into the live streams, you are definitely missing out. But we are getting very close to the light goal. 19 more. What other questions you guys got? Hey, it's okay, JTS. Sometimes we gotta take off. Sometimes you just have to. Yes, I have the stacked DMAs on the other screen. And again, the stacked DMAs are just really good for with trend entries. But main thing is the Fibby Fibs. My one fantasy team put in work yesterday, though. Absolute work. 190 points. Crushing it. What else we got? Any other questions you guys got? We got 8 minutes until I end the stream. We're about to hit the light goal. ThinkorSwim is definitely the best broker, in my opinion. If you're outside the United States, I would use Interactive Brokers. Yeah, so if you're outside the United States, want to check out Interactive Brokers, here's a link for that, actually. Boom. What other questions we got? I don't even know Netflix trading that. UNH actually looks pretty good. I think UNH, it was a monthly time frame I was interested in. Yeah, I like the monthly on this thing. Another favorite technical analysis book. Let's see, what was my favorite? Candlesticks and pivot point trading triggers, I think was a really good one. Technical analysis of the financial markets, John Carter's book, Mastering the Trade, I think is what it's called. That's a really good one. I'd say those are my top 3. Let's see what else we got. No, I'm not in Philly. I live like 3 hours away from Philly. It's a bop away. So using the 21 EMA as a stop loss, it depends on where you get your entry. So like if I were to enter a trade, let's just pull up ES right now. You know, say I enter calls here, I might not use the 21 EMA as my stop loss because that's pretty far away as far as the stop loss, right? But what do we have that we can use as an invalidation point? Fair value gap, right? So I'd rather keep my stop below here than below here. It all depends on where you enter. If you're entering up here with trend entry, no way are you going to have your 21 EMA as your stop loss. Or if you're entering off a bounce or a reject at a fib, right, like right here, say the 21 EMA is all the way down here where your invalidation point is right below the fib. So it all depends on where you actually enter the trade. If you enter based off the 21 EMA, like right here or right here, then yes, your stop loss is below the 21 EMA. All depends. I would like to take a nice futures trade today, though. See if we find anything. And we got 240 people in here. We need 5 more likes. I know you guys can do it. 200 likes. You guys get this watch list posted up in the chat. I'm a Steelers fan, by the way. Everything is based on technicals. I don't trade any news, but I mean, I can take a look at natural gas. It looked like it bottomed out. Make a nice move to the upside. I mean, the break of the consolidation definitely would have been the entry. But I'm not too familiar with natural gas. Does look like it, however, wants to make some kind of retracement after that sell-off. Maybe up to that monthly 21 EMA at like 3.8. That's where I'd look for a reject. All right, there's a 200 like goal. Look at that. All righty, so let's give you guys this watch list. As always, none of this is financial advice. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose money on your initial investment if you're not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I'm not responsible for any lost funds. You're a Ravens fan, aren't you? If you're a Ravens fan, you gotta go. You gots to go. What's funny is my sister's boyfriend's a Ravens fan, so every time they've lost, I just troll him. They lost to the Colts. Texting him, I was like, the Colts haven't been relevant since the 1970s, and you lost to them. He was a little salty. Anyways, all right, here is the watch list. SPY. QQQ. Meta. And Google. Bang. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I do go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, my channel has over 800 videos teaching you on how to trade. Got another banger dropping probably today or tomorrow. And if you're a channel member, you do have access to these bootcamp videos, which I will be starting up again very, very soon. Giving you guys more of them. If you do want to become a channel member and access them, it's only $10 a month. Head on over to my channel, click this join button right there. But it's going to wrap it up today. Let's run it up today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're inside of Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 10, 15 minutes. Get ready to print. And if not, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Everybody have a blessed day. Trade smart, trade safe. I'll talk to you.